Hey guys, Laura with Garden Answer. Today I want to show you how to divide perennials. I'm going to be talking about 3 of the most common groups of perennials. They are clumping, spreading, and perennials with woody stems. All of these groups are based on how their root systems are and how they grow. It's really important to know that before tackling the project so you know what you're going to come up against. So this is one of my hostas, which is an example of a clumping perennial. A couple other examples are daylilies, gara, and astilbes. This type of plant grows from a central clump called a crown, which grows bigger each year and produces offsets. To divide this kind, you want to dig up the entire thing, starting a good distance away from the center of the plant to minimize root damage. Once up, loosen the roots and knock off extra soil so you can see where to make your divisions. Some have obvious divisions and others you have to use your best judgment. Use an old knife, saw, or your clippers to help separate your pieces, making sure that each one is left with a good amount of both roots and healthy foliage. I'm going to amend the soil with compost to add in some good nutrients back into that area and plant what's left of the original plant back in that spot. Then I'm going to dig a hole in a new location, amend it with compost, and plant the piece I divided. Then I'm watering both plants in with a starter fertilizer to help the plants root in and establish quicker. The next group is spreading perennials, plants like bee balm, phlox, perennial vinca, and this lamium. These plants grow by surface or underground roots or stems or by dropping their seeds. They can look more like individual plants, each with its own crown and root system. To divide these, just dig up the ones you want to move and leave the rest alone. Super easy. The third group are woody perennials like lavender, rosemary, and thyme. This is a lavender plant that has a little baby ready to transplant. They typically have one main stem or trunk, and they often spread when one of their stem touches the ground and takes root. Just cut the stem that runs between the old plant and the new one, and then dig it up and move it to its new spot. There are a couple other perennial groups that we did not cover today, like perennials with taproots, but I actually do not divide perennials with taproots. I wait for seedlings to happen, so that's why we didn't go over that one. These are the 3 most common that you will come up against in your own garden. Also, the best time of year to divide perennials is for spring blooming plants, do it in the fall, and for fall blooming plants, do it in the spring. And if you go to divide your perennials and they start to shock and wilt and not look very good, that is completely normal. So don't be worried about that. You can cut back your plant and keep watering it and fertilizing it. It'll flush back and look gorgeous. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.